Strong Toyota, leading the way every day. And strong Toyota, symbols of trust.
During World War II, Chamorros were forced into a concentration camp in the center of the island in the village of Menengan. However, as the Americans began to take control of the island, a group of Japanese soldiers took a group of Chamorro men from Menengan up to the village of Jigo. Jigo Mayor Rudy Matanani explains.
There was a Japanese company that picked up 50 Chamorro men from the Menengan concentration camp. And you know this story is very vague because they brought up 50 Chamorro men, but somewhere in Dedido they had stopped for some reason, and 5 of the men were let go at that time, and one of the guys there was Enrique Titano Cruz, and he was lucky, with the other 4 guys that they were let go somewhere in Dedido.
The Japanese soldiers would then take the remaining 45 men up to a command post in CHIGUIAN, Jigo, where they were eventually executed. Then on August 8th of 1944, when U.S. Marines were conducting a sweep of the island, they came across the first set of about 20 bodies of beheaded Chamorro men who had their hands tied behind their backs. Then a little while later, they found the second set of men, making up a total of 40 men. However, in actuality, there was in total 45 men who were executed at this site.
5 of the men were taken by the Japanese soldiers and buried somewhere here. That's why there were only 40 left over that are actually here. And as we move along, we're gonna work on trying to find the 5 men.
Governor Eddie Calvo gave the keynote address during today's memorial services. The theme of this year's liberation is Stories of Courage and Faith, and Governor Calvo says the massacres in Tinta, Faja, and CHIGUIAN are just that, stories of courage and faith.
This site, CHIGUIAN, for all of you who've been keeping track of our liberation over this past 69 years, this was the forgotten massacre. The only witnesses were those that perpetrated these acts and nature. The trees and God. And this beautiful scenery that we have here.
The governor also reminded everyone that there is some positive that can come from the memories of this massacre.
And we are living now in a paradise, and in areas where such tragedy occurred, now there is peace and there is beauty. And I guess the lesson for all of that, as we are here today in these generations moving forward, is treasuring what we have, treasuring freedom and liberty that so many have paid so heavy a price. But there's also faith in humanity and mankind, that who were once enemies are now friends.